Staying on top of tonight, and we've been doing that all weekend for you, the weather. So let's send it over to meteorologist Rick Kirby. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Courtney. Yeah, so, we're pretty fortunate that Fred is just out in the Gulf of Mexico and not near our coast, because we see a lot more wind and a lot more rainfall as this system is spiraling most of its rain out over the Gulf. Now, there's a look right there. There's Clearwater Beach, and you can see even here things looking pretty good because you got to go out 50, 75 miles to get into that heavier rain that's pretty persistent out there. But dry at Clearwater Beach right now, so all is looking great there. And then downtown St. Pete, dry as well here. Out at the airport in Tampa, it's dry. It's a cloudy sky. We did have some heavy rain earlier, and we'll continue to see those occasional waves in those outer bands. So some heavy rain at times will be a possibility, but they'll be kind of few and far between. So it's not going to be any widespread rain and long-lasting rain here tonight. 82 the current temperature, the dew point 75, winds here out of the east at 3 miles per hour. So here it is right there. That is Fred. It's now a tropical storm again. It was just the remnants last night. Then it became a depression and a storm. You can see that right there. This is that flow I'm talking about. So there's the cyclonic flow around this, and you can see it's not too far to our west where we see this persistent training of showers, some thunderstorms, certainly some heavy rain. But near our coastal areas, it's been for the most part very light rain with some occasional heavy rain. And right now we're seeing a little bit of that heavier rain around Sarasota, between Sarasota and Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, a little bit of moderate rainfall right now, and this is all kind of circulating like that. So you go farther north, this is even lighter rain here, so around Tampa Bay and up into Pasco County, Hernando County, Citrus County, certainly much lighter rainfall, and then inland, mainly a lot of clouds here. Most of Polk County, Highlands County, Harding, DeSoto County, certainly lighter rainfall. Our forecast model for this evening, this goes through around 10:30 tonight, and you can see again where's the heavier rain, right near the coastal areas, and you get inland and things are even lighter. But again, these are only going to be scattered showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms. That's less likely later this evening, I think. And then as we start our day tomorrow, we'll still see that rain chance, but again, they'll be scattered, kind of circulating like that. There are the numbers on Fred. Winds of 45 miles per hour, so it is a tropical storm. It has to have winds of at least 39. We've got that. And here's our forecast model. So our cone, tomorrow morning winds are up to 50 miles per hour. By the time it makes landfall, sometime in the afternoon or evening tomorrow, winds are going to be up to 60 miles per hour. So it's not quite a hurricane, but it's a moderate, fairly strong tropical storm. There will be storm surge in here, and there will be a lot of rainfall. And so that could cause some issues, of course, in the western panhandle of Florida sometime tomorrow afternoon or evening. Then it will just weaken and move north as a rainmaker. And there are the tropical storm warnings in effect for the panhandle as that storm prepares tomorrow to make landfall. You can see the strongest winds way out here. There's Tampa Bay. There are the strong tropical storm force winds. So we do not expect to see that kind of wind here in Tampa Bay. That's certainly good news. There it is, though, as we head into the day tomorrow. So let's talk about Grace. Grace weakened as well. It was a tropical storm yesterday. Now it's a tropical depression, and it's moving over Hispaniola. Now look at winds tomorrow, just 35 miles per hour. It continues land interaction perhaps around Cuba. Now I will say the hurricane hunters are out there, and they're not exactly sure where the center of this is, so maybe it's a little farther north. Right now, the latest cone today, look at that, south of Florida, certainly south of Tampa Bay, out into the Gulf, maybe affecting Mexico or Texas as we head into the latter part of next week. But if this storm center is a little farther north, this is something we may have to watch. No big concerns for us at this point, but we'll certainly be watching that. There are the spaghetti model plots. Most of those do keep this system well south of us. Good news for us. Let's hope that course right there stays true. We'll keep you updated, of course, all week long. So 89 for that high tomorrow. Again, some scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially earlier in the day. I think it's a better chance of the rain. And then scattered storms Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of course, next weekend as well. Kind of our daily storm chances we see this time of the year.